Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. Hey, today I wanted to touch on some of the questions that are found in my course, and I see that I have to make it more generally available at this point. So the question is, what are the costs of your real estate transaction in Italy? So I'm going to break them down. This, of course, is not going to be all of them, but the main ones, okay? So first of all, in Italy, the real estate commissions are paid half by the buyer and half by the seller. So the seller pays 3% of the purchase price, usually with a minimum. Like if you buy a really cheap property, it's the same work to handle that as it is for an expensive property. So there's usually a minimum like 2,500, 3,000 euros. So in essence, the seller pays 3% of the purchase price with a minimum, and the buyer pays 3% with a minimum. Now that's different from in California and a lot of the states in the US where the seller pays everything. In addition to the real estate commissions, then there is the notaio's fee. Now, folded up within the notaio's fees are the taxes, the recording costs, and all the other costs associated with the sale. The big cost is, of course, the notaio's fee, which for us is around 1,200 euros. Then the tax percentage on the sale. If you're buying a second house in Italy, it's going to be 9% of the cadastral value of the house, not necessarily the market value. The cadastral value is generally lower, but not always. In addition to that, you have things like recording fees, you have a stamp fee, you have this fee and that fee. Those are relatively inexpensive, and I call them ancillary fees. So the big ones are the real estate commission, the notaio's fee, the taxes, and then the ancillary fees. And that's pretty much what you have to deal with. Obviously, you're not going to necessarily know exactly what the cost is going to be before the cadastral plans are done. Now, what normally happens, at least here in Calabria, is an offer is made on the property and the compromesso, or the promise to purchase and the promise by the seller to sell, is signed and agreed to, and a deposit is paid. Generally here, they'll use the deposit to get the cadastral plans updated so that they exactly match the house. Now that costs money because you pay an architect or a geometer to go in and measure everything and draw up the plans. And that takes a little bit of time, usually 30 days, okay? So they pay about maybe 1,200 euros for that. In addition, they have to get the energy statement. So they have to get an engineer or geometer or electrician. I don't know exactly what profession does that, but they have to hire a professional to come in and do that. And that also costs. So those are the costs of the sale. Now, how does our fee structure work? Well, what we do in most cases is we go directly to the seller. I set up the professionals. I translate for you and go through the properties with Antonello and Santa Domenica Talao. And so for all these layers of service that you're getting, the translations, lining you up with the network, with the builders, with the architect, translating for you as we go around, helping smooth out issues and problems, all of those things are part of our service. And generally, you don't pay more for those services. Now that's in certain cases. Now, if I refer you to another real estate agency, that's different. They take their real estate commission from you, and then they pay me a percentage of that for marketing the properties. So it's all very above board, it's all legal. So I wanted to make sure that was well known. I also want to say that because I've run into problems with people who have not done my course, it is now mandatory that you have to take it if you're going to work with me. The only trouble I've ever run into with misunderstandings or troubles or unpleasant surprises has been from people who did not take my course and didn't understand how things worked. So it is now required if you want to come over and have me show you properties and take you around with Antonello. It's very cheap. It's very good. I've been getting raves about it. It's very easy to do. It's all videos. The ebook is just simply a book that tells you what's in the videos and is there for you to take notes. So I hope that helps you, and hopefully we'll see you here in Calabria. Take care, you guys.